What was the valuation they were putting on the business with 4 camps?
I think at that point we were a $15 million valuation, but I had probably $3 million of EBITDA, and, we were growing rapidly. So it just didn't make any sense to me. We were probably doing like $7 or $8 million of revenue. And so for a $15 million valuation, I just was feeling like I'm going to give up an awful lot of my company when I think we're worth more than that.
How big a round were you trying to raise?
We were trying to raise 5 or 6 million.
Okay, got it. So your valuation was 15. So you'd have to give up roughly a third of the business to.
And that felt like a lot for a profitable business at that stage, with great margins, great growth potential, and it just didn't sit well. And the deal we were being offered had like a 3x preference on it, and so it was rough. It was really rough.
Describe what a 3x preference is for folks who may be unfamiliar with that term.
Yeah, preference is that there's several different types of shares, and there's your traditional common stock, and then there's preference stock. So the idea with preference stock is that those shares get priority; they get preference effectively over anyone else's. So if someone has got a 3x preference, it means their shares are going to be worth 3 times as much as when they, the investor put them in. So if you put $1 million worth in and had 3x preference, you're guaranteed, I'm getting a 3x. I'm getting 3 times back. I'm getting 3 million back. If you put 10 million, I'm getting 30 million back. So depending on your valuation, that means what's left over after that is getting split up between everyone else who's got common stock. So those can be pretty punitive. So if my investor had a 3x preference and he invested, say, 5 million in my company, and my company was only worth 15 million at the start, he's saying, well, I'm going to get 15 million before you're going to get any money back, which means depending on how fast my company has grown, I may not do very well out of that.